And I was thinking of this question while, getting ready for this interview, and I was like, man, Rodgers will need to be really good. But then it struck me that the offensive talent and defense talent of this team meshed with a really good head coach and offensive coordinator. Rodgers needs to be good, but he doesn't need to be Superman out there, right? So what will Rodgers need to be next year?
Good. I think that's it, right? Look at the Jets, right? They basically played an entire season last year with borderline inept quarterback play, right? Zach Wilson was dreadful. They had Joe Flacco for a minute. He was dreadful. Mike White actually gave him some pretty good quarterback play, but then his ribs basically exploded on television there. So the Jets were still able to win 7 games last year and be in the legitimate playoff discussion with that quarterback play. So, yeah, it would help if he was still a superstar. It would help if he was the MVP candidate. But I think all he needs to be is 65, 70% of the player that he normally is. And you're going to see the Jets not only be in the playoffs, but a team that's going to be competing within the AFC.
How big was it how big of a role for Rodgers coming to New York, given in mind that his offense coordinator that he won 2 MVPs with in 19 and 20 is now the offense coordinator of the Jets and Nathaniel Hackett?
Oh, it was huge. Aaron said that himself. I think Nathaniel has said that himself. This was a relationship that was there. I don't know if Aaron actually comes to the Jets if it wasn't for the fact that Nathaniel Hackett was hired to be this team's offensive coordinator. And, I think one of the reasons for that is a major variable has been taken out of the equation, right? I think about Russell Wilson with the Denver Broncos. When things went south there, I think a reason for it was, Nathaniel Hackett was, the head coach over there, and that's a weird little commonality. It was mostly because Russell Wilson had done things one way his entire career in Seattle, went to a new environment in Denver, was asked to do things differently, and kind of felt like a fish out of water. Well, Aaron Rodgers is still going to have to learn what it's like to play with a new team. He's going to have to learn his new teammates. He's going to have to learn all of those things. But one thing he's not going to have to learn is a new offense. As he said himself in his introductory press conference, he and Nathaniel helped create this offense together. So it's a major variable that's taken out of it, and I think it should help the Jets hit the ground running early on this year.
Breece Hall, Joe